Hello and welcome to my review on the 6-foot-tall Uncle Sam. Now, I was a bit disappointed when I got this one because I thought it was a base fan because I literally saw C7 in it because, you know, it was glowing orange white and I could see the color of the C7 in the foot on Amazon. But no, it is a cheap fan, but that's fine as long as it inflates well. From the photos, it looks like it inflated pretty good, but I'd prefer the base fan for sure because the lighting would be first the better. Even though I do like the color of the LEDs more for like Easter or Christmas, because the white, well, it kind of depends on the Christmas inflatable. The white or the warm white would work for the reindeer. I don't care which one, but for like 20-foot snowman, I would rather prefer just the white LED. Well, not really LED, but just the white C7s. But enough about the lighting. First, we have this side of the box, which is just, you know, it's a garden, and then it's up here on the lawn. I like this box art, you know, it really fits your 4th of July, kind of. In someone's backyard, I think, I don't know, but whatever. At the back, it's got your assembly instructions with the, let's see, 2025 Jimmy Industries Corp. There. Probably 2025 because they continued to make this, so now here we got, which was on the 5-foot animated bunny 2, which is this new little flap containing some stuff. Before it just used to be white. I don't think they're gonna have that for 20-footers. But here we got our cheap steaks. These kind of look bigger. At first I thought those were the N-shaped steaks, but they weren't. There's just 2 steaks together. Here's very useless instructions, and then the actual inflatable in the bag right here. Then now let's open. There it is. Probably the best Jimmy Uncle Sam out there. Okay, that's nice to see. A huge cheap fan. This cord is also really thick. So for, you know, it used to be a base fan, but if it used to be a base fan, it has to put the large cheap fan. So also, this cord seems to be very long. So I'm gonna get that undone and then skip to it when it's inflating or already inflated, because I probably won't do inflations anymore on these small inflatables because I realized how stupid it is that it just goes up in like 1 second. So I'll probably just skip to when it's inflated. So see you soon. Okay, I'm gonna just start recording now. Okay, wish there was an LED in the hat. Okay, wow. Bigger than I expected. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, the mustache gets a little bit of air. Okay, I mean, it's alright without the base fan. Are you kidding me? They're that lazy? It's nice as like, on this side, it's just okay, but over here looks fantastic. But immediately, I don't even have to stake him down, but he's gonna be swaying a bit for this review. But also, his, like, stuff is all folded because it's been in the box. After it rains, it should unfold and get a lot less wrinkly. We just had him out for a while. Oh, this flag feels like it's ink, like the ink is not dry, but this thing's loud. It's probably the biggest cheap fan I have because I'm pretty sure that's the same exact one on my 6-foot reindeer. It's kind of loud. Alright, there we go, that's way better. First impressions, I love it. I mean, this is probably what you would think of as, Uncle Sam. 6 feet tall, perfect height, where, your Uncle Sam inflates pretty well. I love his sign, God Bless America, and his flag. This one is way better than the 4-foot one. I will give it to the 4-foot one, though. That one is really nice. But I think this one's way better. Also, it looks like it's got 3 LEDs. I was expecting only 2. There's one there, one here, like kind of in the center of the back, and then one right here by the neck. One thing I will say, though, is the arms will probably most definitely not light up at all. But in person, you can see them a lot better, so that should be fine. You can put a spotlight on this if you want. But also, I'm sure these sandbags are really heavy down there, so that's really nice. So I think there's sweat bees landing on me, so. Alright, let's start at the bottom. He has, just his black shoes, boots, I don't know, but then goes up with a blue trim right there, and then a red and white pattern, the American flag, then the blue, the stars. So he's kind of got an American flag suit on, and then his hat. Oh, okay, there's just bugs all over it, but he's got that American flag suit rocking with him. And then up here, it's got the hand, which kind of unfold it a little, but it's God Bless America. I think that looks fantastic. It's also a pretty thick fabric, actually. So here got the American flag. Also, this white at the bottom looks kind of weird, but that's fine. The flag is also really thick. I was expecting it just to be like, this is also really thick too. This thing is great quality, actually. I was expecting it to be like one of those scarves on one, 6-foot snowmen, where it's just, really thin here. No, this is actually pretty thick. This is also pretty thick, so it's also nice that it's thick so that the flag is not, like flipping over around this, like this. This, it's way harder for it to do that, especially in the wind. But that's really nice that it's just not that thin, little fabric that they'd use on the scarves of the snowmen. And then there's not really much else to say, but the pattern of the American flag ends on the side. I'm fine with it, But for $52, this thing needs to be max 40. Okay, what was that? That better have been this. It scared me. But I don't think this is worth 52. I mean, maybe for the thick and then that really large sheet fan. Also the lighting, also not really on level. The weight under him, but there we go. That's much better. He's on this weight that I recently had to use because I got a new animatronic, but I won't say which one. But here is the Uncle Sam. Also, talking about the beard, it's connected, which makes it get a lot more airflow and look better. But I kind of wish it was loose. But, I don't want his beard flapping around, so I'm super glad they connected it. And the mustache, it actually gets some air, so it's nice. And the nose does not inflate well, but that's fine, whatever. And then here is his blue eyes. This is probably Jimmy's best Uncle Sam design, because the older version is better because it has a base fan, obviously, but one that is still being made, probably this one. Now, I think that if Jimmy just took this, made it 20 feet, I would definitely buy it and get rid of my old 20-foot Uncle Sam. Because this one's way more detailed and it's just better for design, but height, I mean 20-foot Uncle Sam's obviously better, but sometimes bigger does not mean better, especially with the, what's that, I don't know, but this is 6 feet. You know, it's your normal Uncle Sam height. That's what I really like about this one. Because Uncle Sam, you know, he'd probably be 6 feet tall, but I'm 5'5", so he's probably like 5'2", without the hat. So now, I would say he's like, with the hat, 5'7", 5'8". Not that full 6 feet, but they just rounded up to 6 feet. It's kind of what Jimmy does. I mean, holy crap, what the heck? There's just bugs all over. But kind of what Jimmy does. They most likely round up for the 20-footers. They did that with the Stay Puft. It's actually 48 feet, not 50, but might as well just say 50 feet. At that point, it's 48, come on. But definitely recommend this one. Also, sometimes I feel like quitting doing 4th of July because just of how fast the stuff fades. So you do not want to display this for longer than 4 weeks. I'll probably have mine out for 2.5 weeks, maybe 3, where it will get super faded. So, not really much else to say about this, so see you guys in the next one. Also, one more thing that is unrelated to this inflatable is that I'm moving to Arizona, so the fading's probably going to be even worse there. But I'll just display it for probably 2 weeks in Arizona since I can keep it, and then Arizona's probably my permanent spot for reviewing. It's probably my last review till I move to Arizona, so sucks, but also have Patriotic Stars coming, so I'll probably do that review, which will be my last. But this one or my Patriotic Stars review will be my last for sure. So, my last in this house, actually. I'm not quitting YouTube, but also I will be downsizing on displays since the yard's smaller. Unless the neighbors want to share some yard, and I'll probably be able to use all of it. So that's all for this review. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.